Oh man, Stacy sure is cool. I wish I could tell her how I really feel, but my feelings for her are buried.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Buried Podcast. This is a weekly podcast where I guess it is weekly.
You say it weekly. With the biggest
weekly.
fucking air quotes possible.
We're gonna get back to the weekly very soon. Where we go out on the internet and
I'm
hunt
sorry.
down gems.
Did you just say buried soon?
I don't know. We're gonna get back to the weekly schedule soon.
Exactly. Oh my god.
Dear Lord, let the man talk.
Okay, can I? Wait, let me
Sorry.
do the thing.
I thought the man said a stupid thing.
This is a weekly podcast where we go out into the internet jungle and bring back hidden gems of lore for the public seeing eye. I'm Declan Grogan, and with me, as always, is Dylan Ward.
No, I left last week.
Jimmy Brown.
I'm about to eat a big old musketeer.
And Liam Mann.
How would you describe crunch?
The candy bar?
No, I mean like the sensation of crunch.
The sensation of crunch?
Like this.
It's the satisfying feeling Godzilla feels when hitting down a building in your mouth.
Wait. Before we start talking about our topics, can I just bring something up real quick?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's gonna sound bad at first, but just stick with me for a little bit. Okay, so
Sure.
I feel like in all these movies, and like everyone's like, "Oh, I want to go back in time, and I would kill Hitler," right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, I want to see a TV show where they go back in touch, where Bob Ross goes back in time and teaches Hitler how to paint, and he gets him into art school.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like Hitler was like a failed artist, and he got really mad about it, and he like
So
didn't get into art school.
Bob Ross will stop the Holocaust by teaching him how to paint.
Because I feel like killing Hitler doesn't solve anything. It's like you gotta go back in time, teach him how to get him doing something creative.
You gotta change his ways. You gotta teach him the way of the airbender.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you have to make Zuko.
Okay.
But you gotta wonder about what the world would look like if there was no World War II. That's the question.
Also, what if it was like he was always destined to be in politics, and like now with the Nazis just have a cooler looking flag?
Yeah, that's true.
Like he just was good. He's just better at art this time.
What about like, what if they appointed like a much chiller guy to the head of the Nazi order who was like, oh yeah, it's me, Stan. Like, you don't have to call me.
Oh,
Fuhrer.
dude, it's cool
Fuhrer
Hitler.
was my
Cool
dad.
Hitler.
Oh,
Cool
cool Hitler. I love him.
Oh yeah. Guys, we should all just submit.
What?
It's cool Hitler.
He's cool, so I'm doing it voluntarily.
I don't know why, but
yes.
when Jimmy goes, what? I don't know. Wait, was it Jimmy or Declan who went? What would the world be like if World War II didn't happen?
That was Jimmy.
And the first thing that just popped in my head, like I just like subconsciously just like, was just there'd probably be a lot more Japanese people.
Probably.
Oh my god. Oh wow, we are
Zoinks.
off to a good start.
And okay, but Dylan gets to walk away from that.
Anime.
Dylan
wouldn't
gets to
exist.
walk away from that.
Anime wouldn't. See,
everybody.
everybody. Okay, wait, pause. Everybody makes the joke we should have dropped the third nuke, like, haha, anime. But like, if we didn't
Is that-
drop any nukes,
Is that an
there
argument
would-
people have?
then there wouldn't be
Is that a
anime.
thing
Yeah,
people
but I don't think
say?
that
All
people
the
are like,
time.
we should have dropped another nuke on Japan.
Bro, I'm not even joking. I see it all the time.
No, I think you are. No, I don't know.
Where are
I
you
don't-
going?
Yeah, where are you? r/drop the third bomb.
r/ they shouldn't have stopped at 2.
Dude, it's little boy, fat man, and daddy. Daddy was the last
Daddy.
bomb.
Plump daddy.
Excuse me? Is that the names of the bombs?
Plump daddy
name the
is
bomb
the name
Little
of
Boy?
the third. Yeah, it's little boy and fat man. But then the
And
last
Is it
then
one
Plump
is
really?
Daddy.
Is it genuinely called Little Boy and Fat
No,
Man?
those
Yeah,
are the
did
actual
you not
names.
know what the bombs were called?
Wait,
No, I didn't look at the names of the bombs.
This is
No,
basic
yeah.
history.
I have a
It's
question.
called- yeah.
Are we gonna cut this bit out, or are we gonna keep this in?
I don't know.
No,
I'll
this
probably.
is gonna be the only part
Good
of the
question.
I don't
podcast.
know. Vespucci will decide in editing. Vespucci's got a great
Okay.
sense of
Hey,
humor.
Hey guys, welcome to the most controversial episode of Buried
oh,
Podcast yet.
dude,
We're gonna
where
my
Dylan
top-
authorizes the third bomb.
dude, my topic is a doozy.
Your topic's a doozy.
Yeah.
Everyone's very controversial in this episode. We're gonna really push the boundaries of what is right and what is wrong. Go ahead. Do you guys? Who wants to go first?
I'll go
Okay,
first.
I can go first.
Oh no, Declan,
Yeah.
you go
I don't
first.
think Declan's gone first in a little bit, so I think that'll be good.
Yeah,
I
that's fair.
haven't. It's been a while, so I think I'll just
Okay, go ahead.
hop on
Sounds
in
good.
here. So I found a whole area on the website dedicated to live streams of security camera.
Wait, no, Declan.
Is this
That's
actually
my
yours?
topic.
Is
Oh
this yours?
my god.
No
Dude,
way.
I had-
There's not a
Oh.
chance.
Cheeks.
My god.
Insecam?
No, I have there's two subreddits called r/controllable webcams and r/open webcams.
Bullshit. No way.
I'm not even joking. That was my topic.
Okay, that's not where I was going with it. I'm going onto a website area where it's just like they stream over 73,000 security cameras around the
Oh,
world.
dude, we're so similar.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, and like this is, I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't know if that we could just do a joint one then or something. We could just talk a lot about security cameras.
You know, yeah,
Well, no.
I'll see if I can find a different one super quick. All right.
No, don't.
Oh wait,
At the end
No,
of
I need
that's
to know
fine.
about these. Now that you've brought these subreddits, I'm kind of curious about them. I didn't know they were subreddits.
All right. I'll throw an assist, but you talk about yours.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good way to go. Well, this is just like a strange thing. Like, so the biggest one out there is Instacam, where like it is over 73,000 webcams, and I'm on the top rated ones, and they're like very big, like important federal buildings. One's very grainy and kind of creepy and looks like a little horror.
Ugh.
And there's one up here that's from Tokyo in Japan, and it looks like a tiny wooden box with like hay in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of like, it seems like a torture room, and it's kind of freaking me out. It's just weird, like that these are security cameras, and a lot of them just have cars driving by. Like, I know one of them was like a live stream of someone's home, but they knew it was happening. Like, they knew that this camera was on this website.
Yeah.
But when it's like streets in like public areas, no one knows they're being filmed, and they're walking by, and it is on this website.
Well, it's
It's
not actually illegal to film people in public, but it is actually illegal to record audio without them knowing.
Really?
So there's nothing against like streaming.
There's nothing against videoing people in public, but you can't record the audio or something. I remember learning that
really?
in speech class.
Now, do you have to
interesting.
have do you have to have like an AdSense to share the revenue with the government? How do you do that?
It's called taxes, and it's stealing. Taxation is theft. Tell your parents.
Welcome to the most controversial episode.
Controversial episode.
Yeah, where we talk about looking at people without their permission. All right, Declan, keep on going. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No problem. I'm looking at the top rated ones. There's one of like a Bengal tiger cage. But the other thing that was weird was I did find one where you could look up areas and find all the cameras that are streaming around you. And there were like 3 in the area where we live.
Ooh.
And one was in like a lake very near my house. And I was kind of like, ooh, this is freaky. Like, there's a good chance that I have been on this website.
What if-
like,
That's
I
cool.
have
What
been
if-
streamed?
What if you click on one that's just like, oh, it's labeled D's house, and you're like, what is that? And you click on it, and it's just a picture. It's like you just see like you like on the computer,
It's
and you just
me.
like look out the window, and you're like,
No, dude, this is such like I can't tell you like how good material this is for like a horror
yeah.
movie or something. Like it would be. This is like something really good. Like you could have like, I saw a man in a hooded figure, and he was in the park, and he took someone's money.
I got
Like,
it.
was
Wait,
like,
wait,
it could be.
Because you got to do something about it.
Liam,
yes.
and then the camera it zooms out but they were skeleton.
But they were skeleton, and you were dead, and you had blood eyes.
It's cool that it shows around your house. For our readers who don't know, Buried Podcast or whatever we are, we live in southern Lithuania. So
We do.
Yes, this is a Lithuania-based
Yeah.
podcast.
Yes, we're in the capital of Lithuania, Vilnius.
Vilnaris.
That's actually the
When-
capital
Dude, this
of
one's just
Lithuania.
like a very public bar, and like there are just thousands of people walking by it, and they have no idea they're being streamed.
That's
and I'm
spooky.
watching
That's so
them right
cool.
now.
Hey, you know, Declan, you got nothing to worry
Yeah.
about if you have nothing to hide.
I mean,
War is
yeah, but I don't need Big Brother watching over my shoulder. I don't need Big Brother, the government looking over my shoulder all the time.
brother.
And you're like, dude, do you think in Japan they call Big Brother Oni-chan?
Okay, goodbye.
Stop looking at me. Itai.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Declan, I'm going to throw in a couple webcams that I found myself. Is that all right?
Yeah,
for the
please,
assist.
please do.
All right, so the most cool one, or not cool, the most interesting weird one that I found was something called Granny Cam, where you like somebody like set it up so people have to, like, people can watch their Polish grandmother for them, so they don't have to like take care of them.
That's
I guess
fucking weird.
That's weird.
And so yes,
Dude, that's weird.
So there's this Granny Cam that I found on r/open webcams. And, you know, this grandma's just sleeping on the bed right now. She was walking around earlier. I don't know. Maybe she died. Who knows?
Well, okay, yeah, so what happens if something bad happens? What
That's
do
a
they
really
do?
good
Like,
question,
are
and
you
that
able
sounds
to-
like a Black Mirror episode, if you ask me.
Dude, that's really freaky. I mean, I could... It's like you have a button that's just the alarm, and it just blares an alarm in the room.
So some of the other ones were like, just there's a pizza place I'm looking at where, you know, there's a big fat guy, like, serving pizza. He's, like, talking to the customers. There's a penguin cam. There's an ant cam, which like is an ant farm. You guys, I
Sure.
love that. Then another really weird one I found is that there's this exhibitionist guy who has cameras all over his house, and he just like gets off on people watching him all the time. You know?
What?
He has
Oh, that's weird.
It's really weird. You know?
I feel like that's one of the very few scenarios where like watching someone else on camera is weird for like the viewer. You know what I mean? Where it's like strange that like I know that this guy's enjoying it like a little bit too much.
Every once in a while, he looks at the camera, gives a little wink. He's
Yeah,
like,
like ooh, I don't like it.
I don't want to be here.
Take the cameras out of his bedroom.
Oh man.
That's so strange. There's one here that's just like on the inside of an elevator, and I'm kind of like, oh, you can just see people going places in the building. This is just weird. It's just a weird concept that we don't know where these cameras are, so there's a solid chance that every day you walk past one.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people kind of glance over like how much of us is like being surveyed right now. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you see security cameras everywhere, but unless you stop to think about it, it's like, oh, it's just like there's security cameras. But if you think about like how much of like the world is like mapped out, you know what I mean? In like if you in like a 24/7 video feed, it's kind of nuts.
Yeah, no.
You know what I
it's very
mean?
Yeah.
weird.
There's a YouTube channel I found the other day where it only takes compilations of people robbing grocery stores and gas stations and like shows what happens afterward. And it's a really good. Here, I'll see if I can
nuts.
find it really quick. You guys keep talking.
While he goes to find that, I've returned. Are we going to talk about the Jackson Hole Town Square case?
What's that?
What is that?
That's the really famous one. The really famous camera.
I don't know that one.
Jackson Hole Town Square, I want to say, was like one of the first YouTube channels to implement a live stream like ever.
Yeah.
Let alone like one of these 24-hour ones. Because I remember a couple years back they started doing the live streams, and then it was just like an eagle habitat or something, like eagles sitting in a nest, and that was the live stream for a couple hours. And it was like looped, or I don't know how they did it or whatever. I don't know the details. Don't quote me on any of this. But like one of the really famous ones was Jackson Hole, and it was just like, haha, funny joke, guys. We're watching a street cam in the middle of Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Like,
Oh, I think I know what you're
Really?
talking about. It got really popular on Twitch or something.
it got really popular right around the time of Twitch Plays Pokemon.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it was like a really big community thing where people were like, oh, the antler arc, because they had like an archway in the middle of the city that was made out of antlers. They're like, oh, they put Christmas lights on it, and then like one of the times like the Christmas lights went out and everybody went batshit. It was like really cool.
Yeah.
Is
I
that the
remember
one, is
everybody would type in like red car, or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
no, they still do it.
I
all the
remember
time.
that. I remember that one.
Yeah.
That's what I remember it from.
My
I
favorite
remember
one
one
was when the cop would come out and he would get a ladder and he would climb up there and wave at the camera.
Yeah,
one
that's
time,
good.
one time I just like went on Reddit because I didn't really know anything about it, and I just like on the front page it was just like red car, like people just like freaking out about red car. I was like, I don't know what is happening. I was so confused. I was more confused. It's like doing that is like there's nothing more confusing than like going on r/me IRL after like not being on there because you have to follow the lore to not be fucking confused.
Oh yeah.
Because it'll just be like it'll
It's
just
a
be
chore to be on. It is a chore to be on the internet.
it'll just be like a picture of Sal,
It
and
is.
you're like, oh, God damn it, what did I miss?
Now I have to go spend a big part of my day researching this so I can get the joke.
Like I went into like u/water guy 12 like a week late, and I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah. Yeah, I found the YouTube
Everyone-
channel. It's called Gas Station Encounters, which isn't, you know, it's not that complicated of a name. I probably should have found it earlier.
Yeah, you
just
should have.
can't-
Do better next time. Yeah.
Rudy
Dude,
Tooty
this-
7-Eleven Shooty.
Come watch this live stream of
There's
a
a
gas
ca-
station being robbed. Come watch the
Yeah.
come watch the police do nothing live.
Yeah.
What if wait, what if that's our like next niche thing? Like we've done like the numbers. What if our next thing is live streams of like ridiculous like paint drying? Like
I don't know what you're talking about. I have
Yeah, we're not. I don't know.
I have no association with any numbers.
What are these numbers
Who's
you're talking
top,
about?
top
What-
what? Top letters?
I can't,
Top.
sir. I can't even count.
they know. You maybe put the link.
No.
No, we didn't.
What?
What do you mean? I don't know what are
Who
you
is
talking
that?
about?
Who?
Who are you? Who? Dylan?
Who's
wait,
this?
Who
Who's
are
this
you?
Dylan guy?
Who is this person on our 3-member podcast?
Wait, guys, I don't know about you, but I know who I am. I know I'm Declan, but I can't remember sitting down to record this podcast.
I don't remember
Declan.
going in this room.
I don't remember sitting down to do this.
Declan.
Dylan, who
I don't
are you?
remember.
Liam, Jimmy.
Yo,
The accident was 10 years ago. You need to let go.
you can figure verse.
What?
Oh shit!
You
Oh
saying-
shit! He
you saying
disconnected.
Did he disconnect? Oh,
Good shit.
Okay.
that was
Yeah.
That was a good.
Yeah.
bit.
Oh, I
was
remember
good.
now. It was because of that one time that we ran over that one guy named Dylan.
Oh, we ran
'Cause
over Dylan. We ran over Dylan.
Oh,
Yeah.
You
that's
three,
That's right.
Oh,
you
that's
three were
right.
all out drunk driving, all three behind the wheel.
Yeah. All three of us.
time
all
we-
of us
All
had our
three of
hands
us
on
were
the
at the
wheel.
wheel. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The time we killed a homeless man and promised never to say anything about it again.
Good times. Good
right.
times.
But then he keeps
Oh, that's
showing up and looking
right.
in your
Mhm.
windows.
Yeah. Until it got brought up on
gosh, I
that
forgot
security
about that.
camera. that we
He
didn't know was
with
Oh, yeah.
realistic picture with blood eye.
It was girlfriend, but realistic and blood eye.
Yeah. Yeah. But go on the subreddits. Declan, what did you say was your Instacam?
Instacam's the one with all the crazy
That's
stuff.
INSE
It's just on website.
cam. I couldn't find it because I thought it was
Yes.
Instacam for a while, but it's
Instagram.
yeah. But like there's cool stuff like busiest street in Japan or whatever. I remember has a live stream. There I on my subreddit you could control like a little robot that goes around. It says like Stephen Hawking on it or whatever, and it just you can see as it goes. Fun stuff.
Was that like a? I'm sorry. Was that like a Twitch Plays thing where multiple people were moving a robot? Or?
Actually, yeah. It was like it was that kind of thing. You like typed in commands.
Left.
Twitch plays Stephen Hawking, where Twitch gets to control Stephen Hawking's motor chair
God.
for a day.
I told Dylan this. There was one time I woke
Baby.
up and like as I was waking up, I woke up like 5 minutes early. As I was waking up, I swear I saw a Twitch chat in my mind going like waking up, waking up, and like it was like somebody said like
No.
who's fucking
Oh
Rise
my
and
gosh.
grind, get that grain.
It's Twitch Plays
Yeah,
Jimmy.
Twitch Plays
That's so funny. Guys, don't tell him.
I've been so
Just do
scared
not
ever
tell him.
since.
Twitch.
They've got like those little they were like sending those little faces where it's like the oh face. I don't know.
Guys, we should have more fun. We should have more fun Twitch plays. Like Twitch plays a police officer, where we like see his body cam footage and we have to control him.
Twitch plays a 6-wheel car.
They're like,
Plays Congress.
they're like, Johnson, get down. He goes, I can't. Twitch told me to walk
Keep
left.
standing.
Fuck left.
I mean, I'll get down if Twitch tells me to get down. Should I get down, guys?
What do you
What is up,
think,
guys?
players?
Stephen Hawking's getting scooted around, just like there are stairs.
Guys, when you think about it, everybody is just a Twitch plays because each person is one of your cells. Think
Dude,
about
your
it.
robot is just,
Wait.
your brain is just a Twitch
Yeah,
chat.
but each one of my cells can't tell me to go left.
Well, tell you what,
Dude,
they
imagine
can together, and that's what Twitch plays is all about, baby.
Have you guys seen the new Netflix show Bandersnatch?
I have
The new
seen that,
Black
yeah.
Mirror?
Yes, I have. Are we gonna spoil it though?
Well, I want to know, Liam, have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Imagine if each cell in your body was constantly vying for control.
That would be awful.
It's just like always
you
like,
are one cell.
I am King Cell.
That's
No,
called
I
a-
am King Cell.
Liam, that's a tulpa.
Tulpa,
Oh, shit.
dude, Twitch plays
Hey.
Tulpa.
Twitch
Dude, I'm
plays
telling you right
Tulpa.
now, if that's true, then If that's true, the single cell at the tip of my big toe is controlling me right now.
Oh shit.
That is the cell in control.
Dude,
that
more
is
like
the
Did you give
one.
it control, or did it tell you?
No, I just know that's the cell. Like, out of all the cells, it'd be like, Declan's definitely being controlled by the one on his big toe.
Well, you know,
So that
Declan.
foot-
Well, you know, Declan. Kids these days are controlled by one cell. It's called the cell phone.
All right, next topic.
Most controversial episode. Most controversial.
It was such a well-written line.
Guys,
Thanks.
Wait,
I
guys.
actually read it out of the.
have you ever thought that maybe phone bad?
Wait, Jimmy.
Yeah?
Keep that thought. Pause.
All right,
Give me like
pausing.
3 seconds. All right, repeat that.
Maybe phone bad? Uh-oh.
Dude, we can get fucking sued for that.
Dude, that should be. Dude, I would love to see a Black Mirror episode where it just opens with a guy looks at the camera and goes, maybe phone bad. And then it just goes into the episode.
Yeah.
he looks at a mirror and it's just like it like cuts like a really close up of his eyes. It shows like an angle of the mirror, and then it just shows a floating phone in his place.
Oh my god.
Or what if like
Maybe
just, like,
phone
it's like a really
webcam, always.
It's like a really serious episode, like fucking like the video game episode, and at the end it just goes, maybe phone bad, and then it cuts to black. Maybe video game too much.
All right.
Wow. Oh, thanks for
Maybe it
that one.
happens too often.
Does anybody else have
wait.
another topic
Yeah, let's
they want to
go for the
go
next
for it?
one.
Oh, I'll go. Hey,
Well,
you ever
Liam,
wonder?
Sure, go for it, Liam.
Liam,
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
keep on going?
What's happening?
Everybody went quiet for a sec.
Oh, you said. You,
I
I
assumed
was
one of
silent.
you would talk. That's the problem.
Dylan said
we
my
all,
name,
we
so
all
I
have good
stopped,
mics
'cause-
now.
No, yeah,
No,
we
Dylan
said we
had-
said go, Liam.
Yeah, but then I was about to go, and Dylan goes, Liam. I'm
Well,
like, yes.
I was gonna say, Liam,
All right, just go.
Liam, I was gonna
Liam,
wish you
go.
good luck.
Oh, well then, wish me good luck.
Good luck, Liam.
Hey,
Go.
Liam. Wait, guys, hey, Liam,
Yeah.
what?
Hey, remember?
Like, Liam.
Hey guys, remember the episode of Buried where we didn't talk about anything?
We just didn't talk for a minute.
Okay,
Dude,
but in all
this is the
seriousness,
most controversial episode.
Declan, 2 people talked about cameras, and Liam can't even talk.
guys, is it too
Turning
late?
it from
The most
it too late to-
controversial
No.
episode of Buried yet.
This is the most controversial episode.
I
It's
talked
just
about
the
Japan.
Worst episode.
Is it
This
too
is
late
the-
to throw this episode in the garbage?
This isn't an epic. We
Start
start
over.
over. Please, can we
Two people talk.
Welcome to the
right,
remake
no.
of the pilot episode of Buried.
All right,
we
guys,
restart?
but let's get serious. You ever wonder where white people come from?
No, Leo.
That's
How are
Jordan Peele. That's
people
Jordan
white
Peele's
Okay,
if
no,
the
no,
sky
Black
is
Mirror.
blue?
Okay,
Oh
so
my gosh! All right, let's hear it.
so this is I'm about to tell you a history lesson. What you're about to hear is 100% true. So
Okay.
so about 6,000 years ago, there was a tribe of people who were chilling in the Middle Earth, right? That's like the inner Earth, where because people live in the inner Earth.
Stop it. No,
Um,
actually, Liam, I know what you're doing, and this is not
I
something
know
we're
what
I'm
gonna
this
do.
going
I
to bring
know
it to
what this
light.
is.
People need to hear
I know
about
what
this.
this
Liam,
is.
are you actually? Is this
Bad.
really a topic you want to bring up?
You and I have one brain, all right? And you think Albert Einstein had one
Just
brain,
keeps going.
and he thought he was
Here we go.
really smart. Yakub, the big head scientist, had 2 brains in his head. Okay, this is real.
Liam,
6,000
you gotta
years
let
ago.
you gotta let your nutsack cells stop taking control of your brain.
All right, no, but so basically, it's this alternate history where this creature who came from the subterranean named Yakub he had two brains, so he was really smart, and one day he was playing with magnets, and he realized
I'm begging you. Can we please throw this out? This is
Um,
getting nowhere.
no, he was playing with magnets, and he realized that so he was playing with magnets, and he realized that
Yeah?
opposites attract, right? So back in those times, there were only dark-skinned people, so he needed to create a white-skinned people to contrast with the dark-skinned people. and so he created.
Oh my
He
gosh.
created white people, but everyone hated them because they were evil and mean.
What?
Okay,
Where is this? Where is this
Okay,
going?
Liam,
Where is this coming?
Yes.
I'm the only one who hasn't
Liam,
heard this
yes.
apparently.
Liam, you know what's a really good way to start this
Yeah,
topic?
go ahead.
By saying this is true history. I'm gonna tell you real history.
Okay, so basically, what? Okay, so I think I've talked about the specifics of Yakub. I think I just need to talk more about its presentation. So if there's
Sure.
there's a video on YouTube. If you look it up, if you just look up Yakub,
How do you spell
the video's called,
Yakub?
Yakub. And so it's just called, the video is called Big Head Scientists, the story of Yakub and Yashmal. The channel is called Big Head Scientist because, he had 3 brains.
Yeah.
He had 2, I thought.
What the?
Oh, right. No. His friend Yashmal had 3 brains.
Oh.
But like it's this really weird because like it's like stock photo. It's like this video is like it's like a text to speech voice like Yakub wasn't like came to this earth and went in the year 25. But it's like there's like a lo-fi hip hop beat in the background. It's like boom,
I'll tell you what, I have heard vaguely of
Yakub
this.
went to the future and he and it's funny because if you also like go down the list, it's just like there's one video that's just like Yakub debunked, as if this video about these subterranean people inventing white people needed to be debunked. Like, you guys, it's not real. A person can't even have 2 brains. You only
guy
have
looks like the
one
elephant.
brain. Yeah, dude. Well, dude, because he's so
Okay.
smart.
But wait. So I need a little bit more about what this is in real life. This is a group of people that
Okay,
actually
no.
believe
It was created in like the 60s by like it was created by the 60s by the Nation of Islam, like the kind of like the in like this in the America, like during the Civil Rights Movement, there were a lot of like kind of, I don't know, I feel like that's a big thing.
Welcome to the
that
most
happened.
controversial.
Wait, hold on,
episode of-
pause.
Controversial
Can
episode.
you edit out everything I'm saying right now?
Yeah,
Anyway,
the editor.
Smoochie.
We usually just post.
okay,
this.
start. Wait,
Yeah,
I'm gonna clap. Start my explanation from right here.
Okay,
So basically,
We're starting
it's,
over. Wait. We're gonna start over.
we're starting
Start the whole
over
thing. No.
his explanation, I guess.
We're all
I just
gonna
don't-
clap. All right,
I
everybody.
just don't want to
3.
get information about the Nation of Islam incorrect.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So basically, the Nation of Islam is just like an African American religious movement. That's like it's basically an American, an African American kind of Islamic state in America. And they sort of in their writings they came up with this character of Yakub to explain how white people were created and how they were inherently evil. Because Yakub was a jerk. I thought Yakub was a good guy, but after I've looked into this, Yakub is not a good guy.
Well, he created white.
He
people.
isn't.
Yeah, he went to a desert island and like bred 5,999 people until he created white people.
Why didn't he just round up? Why did he have to stop there? That really bothers me.
Yeah, no.
Out of this most controversial episode of Buried, what really bothers me is that he didn't round up to 6,000.
That's true.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, and right, like, so, you can't forget the time when, like, Moses, you guys remember Moses, tried to civilize the white people, but they were too mean, so he blew 300 of them up with dynamite.
Oh,
Oh yes.
that was my favorite
That's-
story in Genesis.
Okay, there's actually something really great, and this is completely tangential
Yes.
to what you're saying, but there's this famous and when like Jesus, like when the church was first happening, like the Catholic Church, there was this famous writing about what Jesus's childhood was like, and like a teacher had to maybe read it, and it was just like all about Jesus just murdering kids.
What?
Like he
What?
like every time like a kid would just be like would bully Jesus and push him over, and he was like, you must be kind to others, and then just make them evaporate into dust. Like, and this was being passed around in the early church till like Paul got it and was like, no, this is Jesus did not murder other children. Like, and then like parents would parents at the PTA meeting at Jesus' school would be like, Mary, Joseph, you need to control your child. And they were like, we don't know why he's doing this. Like,
He's like, you must be closer to God.
this is like a real writing that was being passed around, so the Catholic Church was like, yeah, no, that's not real.
Yeah, man, Jesus is metal as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
Pope.
yeah.
Dude, no, because that was a busy day for like the Pope who approved that, and they were like, he had a lot of shit on his. They're like, oh, Pope, we have a paper for early life of Jesus. Like, yeah, whatever. He just signed it without like reading it.
He didn't even read it because like, he
what's
had a lot
what's
going
that
on.
law term when they sneak one in like right in, like really
A
right at the
loophole?
end? Really, no.
Illegal?
Fucking
No. There's a term
Brilliant.
for this when you
Brilliant. Progress, Dylan. It's called progress.
a zoop zop.
that was it. Perfect.
Okay,
Okay, thank
a
you.
zoop zop.
I would not have been
Zoop
able to
zop.
sleep tonight until I remembered the zoop stop.
It's called a Yakub. All right, keep on going
the
about
old-
our Yakub.
The old zoop zop. I don't know. That's basically as much as I'm comfortable getting into, because there's a whole lot about like. There's a whole lot of racial politics in this
Okay.
that I didn't
No,
that I
what?
that I
Most
kind of
controversial episode,
that I
guys.
kind of
Was
glossed
most
over when I
controversial.
thought, like, because it's just a funny video, but when you really look into it, it's kind of like there's a lot to unpack
Messed up.
here. There's a lot to unpack
Okay.
here. But watch the video. It's very strange.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
What
The
is
vibe
the
it gives-
exact title of our video for our readers?
Just if literally it's the first it's the first result if you type in Yakub, but the official name is is Big Head Scientists / The Story of Yakub and Yashmal.
Okay.
Under 3 different occasions, Liam has tried to show me this video, and I have not been able to get more than 10 minutes in. It's
Dude.
very weird.
Guess how
Is
long?
it more than 10 minutes?
Guess,
How long is
guess
this?
how long this video
46
is.
minutes.
It is 46
Jeez.
minutes long.
Like I've been in Liam's house where we've just sat down and had that playing in the background, just doing whatever.
Dude, I
You
always
guys are
try
gonna
to
join the
I,
Nation of Islam or something?
I
Like,
always
what?
try to
Liam, what is your...
dude,
Why is that your choice of, like, ambient music?
I always try to sneak it up on Dylan, and I'm like,
No,
whatever,
it
like
okay,
we're
okay,
just
so-
chilling,
He tries-
and I'm like,
he
and
tries
I'm
to
like,
pull zips off.
like we're just like chilling, like listening to music, and I'm just like typing in like Yakub, Big Head Scientist,
I'm not
and I
joking.
start playing it.
This is
and
not
I
a
like
lie. He
continue
does
a
this all the
conversation with
time.
him, and I'm like, oh, so Dylan, yeah, the other day, and then like he'll just be like, Liam, are you fucking playing Yakub again? I was like, and we're like 5 minutes into it, and we're like, the big head was carried out to the sun, and he defeated
And on the
Sultan.
head, the head hatched like an egg, and White Man was born.
What?
And white man.
God,
And burst forward was 2001: A Space Odyssey.
guys, this might be the episode that I leave the podcast.
Guys, this is radio cyanide.
Can we not
This
push
is-
this one?
All right, Jimmy, go right ahead.
Oh, okay. So
Goodbye.
my
Bye,
topic
Yakub.
was
Guys, everyone wave bye. Everyone wave goodbye to Yakub.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Yakub.
Everyone pat him on the head.
Oh my gosh. Why do you guys have to bring him back?
Okay,
No.
okay, sorry.
Go
Continue
Tangled.
with yours.
Eat him. Okay. So my
Even I'm
topic
too good for you.
was rudely taken by Declan before I could even
Yes.
talk about it.
It's all a part of the oil
Yeah.
industry.
So after racking my brain for about 5 minutes while I didn't listen to Liam talk about Yakub, I came up with r/sneaky background feat.
Oh, I like this already.
Now, all right. So some of our more regular viewers, our readers, may recognize this theme as the like the kind of like nutsack in the background thing that Declan did like in our first few episodes. But this time,
yes, bring up that.
it's a compilation of accidental instances where people accidentally have their feet in a photo, like of something. So like this one, he's taking a picture of like a motor or whatever, and in the reflection you can see his feet, right? And it's just
That's really cool.
sneaky background feet. Like this guy's taking a picture of a mop and putting it on eBay. And you just see a toe in the background, and people are just talk about this all day on the subreddit.
And I gotta ask, this is all innocent, right?
Oh, this is
not
this is
like...
completely innocent. Don't worry.
Good. All right, this is great. I love that there are people that are just like looking for feet in the pictures to be able to post online.
Now, if you
That was a weird sentence.
yeah, of course. If you go to the
Oh,
top all time
Declan.
of sneaky background feet and go to the third post down, you'll see the most terrifying image I've ever seen.
Declan, I'm always looking for
It was a
feet.
cross post of a mildly interesting post where somebody was holding up a picture of a gummy worm that was like really, really long. But if you look at the bottom of it, there's a really sickly looking feet with 5-inch long toenails.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
What the?
That's awful.
So I don't to transition just very slightly. I don't really have a topic today, but I do have a story that is very similar to this one that I think Liam knows about. Would that
Okay.
count as my topic?
What is this?
Is it internet related?
It's very similar to this topic.
To this topic, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sneaky background feed.
I mean,
Yeah, you can do that.
You'll understand. So right, junior year we all went to the same high school. Declan is a year older than us.
Yeah.
Junior year, we got this new math teacher,
In Lithuania.
Mr. Krabs from Lithuania.
Mr. Krabs, yes.
Mr. Krabs.
yeah, the Lithuanian. Yeah, he was great.
He was great. And
Man, I loved. What was that funny thing you always used to say? Still warms my heart hearing him go.
Oh, it was so nice.
His mother tongue.
All right, keep
Money.
on going. Keep on going.
Every time, Mr. Plankton would come into his class and try to steal his answers for his test.
I
All
like
right,
to
keep on
imagine
going.
a math teacher who doesn't speak English and he just goes
Arr!
and we're all like, oh, Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs he gets the radius. He's like, ah! Alright, that was terrible. Go, Dylan.
you'll never get me formula.
Man, I wish I spoke Lithuanian.
What was that noise? What was that noise just happened?
That was Mr. Krabs running away.
Oh, that was good.
All right. Do your what are you going on
Yeah,
about?
so right, we got this new teacher, Mr. Krabs, and he implemented a new rule which was new to us because our school required that we have iPads for class, and that was the night before before midnight we had to post our homework onto his website.
Yeah.
So before, what would happen is you could just bring it to class on a notebook paper. The teacher looks at it, writes a check mark, you get points. For whatever reason, this teacher decided he was going to go the extra mile and make sure that everybody really did their homework ahead of time, do it the night before, submit it electronically by taking a picture of your notebook, and then he's
Yes.
going to look through it. Yeah. All right.
Yes.
So this had started. It was a problem for a lot of kids because nobody really wanted to do the homework the night before. Usually people just did it the period before, and then they were good, and then they got the check mark or whatever, all good.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean that's just how it be. And this
Right,
teacher
if
was
you're a
trying to break the
delinquent.
status quo. So about half a semester in, Liam and I sat at the same lunch table. I can't remember how it came up, but they were like how do we get this to stop? Because we're like, we don't want to do this anymore. We're like, we're big juniors in high school, and this is bad, and we don't want to do this. Well, how are we gonna get around this?
Yeah.
And
I
came up-
really like to, as the kids say, stick it to the man.
Of course.
Yeah, exactly. We're kooky teens looking to have a good time. And we talked for a little bit, and I remember I came up with an idea, and the first one I didn't get your guys' okay. I just did it because it kind of like fell into my lap. I was at my house that night doing my homework, and then as I went to submit it, I had like a bottle of pills in the background that I had for like esophagitis or something. So I'm like,
Dylan's
How would
actually
he
gonna
react?
die. Sorry, our readers.
how would he react if he goes to look at my homework and there's just like an empty bottle of pills right next to my my notebook? So I did it.
Yeah.
I emptied out the pills. I put them off to the side, and I just had like an empty bottle of pills right there. And then another couple days go by, and I don't do anything random or anything. I remember there's a little bit that I just couldn't think of anything, and then like I remember I put like candy wrappers that started piling up around my desk for like an entire week. Like more and more candy wrappers started showing up around my homework, and then they were like condom wrappers
Okay,
in
do you
this
mind-
garbage.
Wait,
So-
Dylan.
No.
Do you mind
I'm trying to ease into this because this last part is a little
Yeah,
bit
the
over the
the
top.
climax of this is like I looked at you differently after
Yeah.
you gave me the climax of this one.
Oh gosh, this is the most controversial episode.
Well, okay, so if it's the most controversial episode, I'll tell you there was one stop before the most controversial one, which was I have a prop gun that I put next to my homework when I submitted it.
I was gonna say
And
that was the climax.
Oh no! So I didn't do that. I was talked down by Liam. Liam's like, you better not. Like that's
Dude,
the
he
worst
was
thing you can do.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead. Dylan came up to me. He goes, "Should I submit this as my homework?" It's a picture of his math homework with a gun on the table.
Oh my god,
And I'm
it's
like,
awful.
Dylan,
And it
Dylan,
looks real. So
you
no,
will, like-
the-
Oh my gosh, why?
You
God, I know
don't
that
understand
gun.
the shitstorm that would come your way if you sent a picture of a
But
gun
okay,
to
but
a
I'll tell you
teacher.
this. I'll tell you this.
That's
The
terrible.
climax that I wanted to say, which I thought was much funnier, which was the final one that I did submit, was I took my naked ass legs, unshaved, very hairy, and I plopped my homework down right between them, covering my groin, and I submitted my homework like a dick pic. And then I submitted it like that. A day went by, and he goes, "All right, we're not gonna be submitting homework anymore."
Wait, hold on, pause.
He ended it?
He ended up, because you gotta understand, on his end, he gets like 30 pictures of just like some kid's desk, and then like a notebook, like Timmy's homework, and then a couple pencils.
Dylan, I feel like you're forgetting one that was again another one that was crossing the line. Do you remember which one it was?
Shoot.
You showed me one, and it was a picture of your homework with a picture of Mr. Krabs' son, like in the background. like his
So we went-
child son.
Oh my
We
god.
went to Mr. Krabs' public Facebook and printed a picture of him
It
with
was
his
like-
son.
I was like,
And then we framed it. We framed
You
the picture of this
cannot.
teacher with his son, and we put it on the table and submitted the homework.
I was like, you can't. And this was like right after the gun
You're
too.
terrorizing
I was
this
like, Dylan,
Mr.
just-
Oh my
Krabs.
gosh.
Just
Oh my
stop.
gosh.
Just send in your homework.
That is absurd.
So yeah,
Yeah,
the
that-
class that's in there right now, actually the class that was in there last year got a break. They did not have to electronically submit
I
their
wonder.
homework.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine why.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was getting out of
That
hand,
was-
I'll tell you. So that's
Yeah.
that's my buried topic.
You know what? Okay, that was.
I feel like I have to take. I feel like I have to
accept it.
take a shower after this episode.
True.
Yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be a hard one to see if we want to actually put this one.
No,
out.
this
I
is
think
going
we will.
up.
Yeah, this will go up.
This is going up.
I'm having a
I
good
think
time.
this
This is going out.
Yeah.
It's all in
Okay.
good
All
fun.
right, I'm gonna add in
lighthearted.
just a small anecdote that from my life that has nothing to do with anything else, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Okay, so
What do you got?
y'all, all right. The readers of this podcast don't know about my dad. He's a very eccentric man, and
Wait, you have a dad?
yeah, I have a dad. And you guys know him, obviously. But something he told me the other day is that he had figured something out while he was laying awake in bed in the morning. All right? He was looking at his ceiling, and he says that all of a sudden he gained the power to look through the ceiling. And now he said he concentrated so hard. He said yeah, he explained it to me like this. He said there are more space between like atoms than there is actual substance. And so he said that he gained the power to look through the ceiling at the
gosh.
tree like branches above my house.
Dude, I can already see it
Just
coming.
because-
X-Men Origin, Jimmy's dad.
Yeah. Yeah, and so he says
For being able to see.
what's the real
space
kicker
between
is that
atoms.
he says he's been able to replicate it 6 times since like I don't know, probably a week ago. And so of course earlier today I tried it and it didn't work for me.
Jimmy, your father. Why would it? Why
I
would
was-
it? Jimmy, your
I
father.
was
Your
so
father is
excited.
an enigma.
That's true.
I imagine this will only come in handy ever if Jimmy has a candy bar behind his back, and Mr. Brown goes, "Jimmy,
I can
do you
see
have a
that.
candy bar behind your back?"
Can you imagine? Can you imagine not being able to turn it off? Like somebody's like, "How many fingers am I holding up?" And he's just like, "I can't tell. There's nothing there." He's just looking.
Yeah, you see right through them. You just see right through everything. Like doctors can't like make sure you're okay.
That's called being blind to Declan.
Oh shit!
You just can't see anything.
You can't see anything. That's called being
through
blind.
it.
You can see through everything, but you can't.
Dude, the space
see-
between
you can
atoms
see-
are too big.
you can
All I
see
see is
someone
space.
You could see someone if they put a tarp in front
Yeah,
of them.
he was like,
Wait.
as I've grown older, I assume my synapses have aged and started to develop new like brain cells.
So then,
What
wait,
is
can
whatever-
he just, can he,
what?
wait.
He's like
Wait,
a wizard.
Wait.
Wait, Jimmy,
Can
Jimmy.
he just can he just wear a blanket over his head and then he can see everything?
Yeah.
Wait, Jimmy.
Because then everything is on the outside.
Yeah.
Wait, Jimmy. I'm being very serious right now. Your dad, he's like developing like I don't. Would you guess? I guess you would say a second brain.
No.
Is he
No,
gonna be this?
okay.
Is
Not-
this the second coming of Yakub?
Yakub rises again.
Did Yakub leave? Is that part of the story? Is Yakub not here anymore?
Yakub? Yakub is actually in my ceiling.
Dude,
You
more
can see
like
him?
more like you.
Yeah, that's
Great
just a
great end of the
yeah.
podcast.
That's just something that
Guys,
happened
this
in
has
my
gone
life. I
from-
wanted to share.
This has gone from the most controversial episode to the worst episode. As in quality. I love it though.
Oh yeah.
That's me just rectifying myself.
What an adventure this podcast has been.
This has been quite the adventure.
I learned more
honestly.
about myself in this podcast than I've ever known before.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I feel like I've just gone on like a Lord of the Rings sized journey.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And
So who do we think won?
Oh, yeah.
It felt like going on a Lord of the Rings journey, except at the end they drop the ring and they're like, "Oh well, we lost it."
Yeah.
That's what this felt
he
like.
dropped the ring a couple miles back.
He's like, "Oh, there was a hole in my pocket the whole time." That's what this podcast feels like.
If I were to say who won, my vote's for Jimmy. I think
With
Jimmy
sneaky
won.
background feet, which took all of
Yeah, I really
30 seconds to talk about, I guess.
Dude, honestly, you were up against some good topics.
What one was? Okay, so we've got the racist walnut people. We've got
Excuse,
We've got
excuse me.
we've got
You mean our Lord Yakub?
yeah, we've got controllable webcams, which like Declan had, but also me. So I guess we've got like a joint
Okay.
thing going.
Hold on,
what I meant there was that walnuts have like separate chambers on the inside, and he had
Just
multiple brains.
before I vote, consider this. If you don't vote for my topic, you are racist. Go ahead,
Oh
vote.
shoot, dude! Oscars. It's the Oscars. Welcome
I
to the
vote
most
for Declan.
controversial
What?
podcast.
Oh my gosh! Literally, if I'm about to get a job and like they're like, oh that's great, and then they just put this episode on the desk and they're like, can you explain all of this? Like,
No,
Yeah,
no,
Declan,
Yeah,
what is
Lithuania is known for its PC culture.
Declan, you get the job. All we have to do is watch this one episode of a podcast with you.
Let's pick, I don't know, lucky number 8.
Okay. So Liam,
it's not
cast
that
your
bad.
vote, please.
I mean, I guess I'd say I mean it's not really a topic, but I like Dylan's story
You like
just
Dylan's
because I had a
story?
stake in it
Yeah.
All right, I liked.
Thanks.
All right,
of harassing Mr. Krabs.
all right. I was gonna say controllable webcam. So I think we've reached the first time where does nobody win, or does somebody recast a vote? Or no, Dylan has to
guess-
vote. Never mind.
Damn it! I was hiding in plain sight the whole time.
Dylan, would you like sneaky background feet?
I pick who
Yakub?
wins.
What?
I pick who wins. Right?
Yeah, you pick who
Yeah, then-
wins.
Yeah, do it. Right? Like,
do it. Who wins? Who wins?
who wins?
Who wins?
Who wins? Who wins?
Choose.
Who wins? Who wins?
I
Who
vote
wins?
for
Who
Topaz.
wins? All right.
All right,
that's-
you heard it here first. Jimmy won from his podcast episode 1 topic.
Jimmy gets
Jimmy's-
a second point on episode 1.
Yeah.
a new buried podcast record.
If I did
You-
have to pick one, I would probably pick the feet one though. That one was really funny.
Okay.
Wow, I guess
So-
you
literally-
learn something new every day.
I think we've probably spent 1 minute on sneaky background feet.
Huh. I didn't actually know you guys were racist. That's new. That's new.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, well, again, we've learned a lot about ourselves
We
this
have.
podcast. Thank you for all tuning in again. You can find us at buriedpodcast.com, and our email is buriedpodcast@gmail.com. Please send anything, like topics you want us to do on the show there, and then that's it.
Nice.
Don't send
Perfect.
anything else.
Please stop sending me pictures of your
Please.
children.
Yeah.
They are
Please
gross.
stop
I
sending
don't.
me-
I don't want pictures of my own children.
And
Please
Like they're
stop.
not
I do not
inappropriate
need
or
that.
anything. I just don't want them. Like they don't.
I don't.
I just
I don't need
just
them.
hate having them.
Your kids are ugly.
Again, I am Declan Grogan.
I
too,
want a rat.
I 3 rat.
I 4 a rat. No, wait. Okay, we'll start over.
Okay, no. We're ending on that. We're ending on that. That was the most fitting ending for the most fitting podcast we've done.
Boy.
I want to rap.
All right, I'm gonna stop recording.
All right.
Yeah, it's
No, but